Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for yet another character breakdown and playstyle recommendation. Today we're going to be going over the one and only Master Obi Wan Kenobi. First, let's go over star cards for Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan has a lot of good choices, so we'll go over a couple of combos. The first one I like to use in all situations is Jedi Resilience. This card makes it so Obi-Wan can regenerate 100 more HP, meaning you can take more damage before needing to disengage because you can regenerate that much more and have a cushion, making it very difficult for you to actually be defeated. This huge boost of survivability is crucial for heroes and villains, making this a card you almost always want to run. My next card recommendation is Safeguard. This card makes it so whenever you block 5 blaster shots, 2 saber swings, or 2 abilities, you gain a permanent 2% reduction to all stamina costs, both attacking and defending, meaning more attacks or more defense, making it a lot easier for you to secure kills to keep your health up or disengage with the block if you need to. Just overall, an amazing star card. My third card recommendation is Give It All. This card increases the initial range of the force push by 2 more meters, increasing the final range by that much more as well, if you choose to charge it. This is very nice, as some people may think they are far enough away from it, but you're still able to hit them with it. So those are my preferred 3, but if you want to go for a full-on defensive build, where you never die, you can go with Perfect Defense. This card reduces blocking stamina by 40%. Stacking this with Safeguard makes Obi-Wan's blocking stamina even more broken than it already is, making him basically an immovable deflecting machine. If you want to make a build focused on one-tapping troopers with the Force Push, you can run Quick and Focus. This card increases the charge rate of all-out push by half a second, which doesn't seem like a lot, but building to max range quicker is great because you won't be immobile for as long, and it makes it very difficult for enemies to outrun the range. If you like to play more aggressive, with Obi-Wan you can run Forward. This card increases the lightsaber damage from defensive rush by 40, which makes you much more lethal with this ability, meaning you can play a much more aggressive style. Although if you are looking for a more aggressive character from the Clone Wars, I would just run Anakin. Finally, for my last star card that I will shout out here, if you're playing in Heroes vs Villains or Hero Showdown, you can run Think It Over. This card increases the duration of Mind Trick by 1.4 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference when a Maul or Grievous can't use their abilities to deal damage or disengage. This card is just really nice when fighting Maul and Grievous, as they rely on their abilities a lot for damage. With all of these cards in mind, you can make a lot of different and unique builds. Obi-Wan is very interesting in the way that he plays, where you play him very defensively, but depending on your star card setup, you can really play him like an offensive character. You can really run whatever star card build you want. I just like running the Jedi Resilience, Safeguard, and Give It All build, but occasionally I'll throw in some other card depending on the situation. Specifically in hero modes, I will occasionally swap out Give It All for Think It Over, which increases the mind trick duration by basically a second and a half, which once you get used to the timing of, okay, I know this is how long the mind trick lasts for, that extra time is really detrimental to your playstyle. And then I will occasionally swap out Safeguard for Quick and Focus. With the Give It All Quick and Focus build, you have a force push that is longer by 2 meters, and it charges half a second faster, making your push really long, very quick. With Obi-Wan, you really want to hold your block, wait for your opponent to run out of stamina, or need to cool down their blaster, and then press the advantage due to having such a high stamina bar. With Obi-Wan, you don't really have any hard countered heroes or villains really, But you really should look out for Dooku and Vader. Dooku, when he pops his duelist ability, becomes very lethal with each strike. So make sure that you're holding your block, dashing backwards, keeping him at a distance so he can't do anything really funny. And be very cautious for his Force Lightning. Make sure he isn't able to knock you down and follow up with easy strikes off of that. And then with Vader, his Force Choke into Saber Throw combo is so threatening. With one of those and then maybe 1 or 2 Saber Strikes, you can probably drop down to like a quarter HP. So make sure that you are always holding your block if you think he has his Force Choke. Never go for aggressive plays. In short, you can really choose any 3 of the 7 star cards that I recommended and make a really strong build with Obi-Wan. I think, like I have said multiple times, Jedi Resilience is a must-have in all situations. It's just that strong of a star card, but the other 2 you can change depending on your liking and what mode you're in. With Obi-Wan, you're playing very defensively, waiting for their guard to drop, making openings and just making mistakes, and then you can charge in with your defensive rush, dashes, or force jump, just maneuvering around the battlefield and using those for movement, whereas you are using your force push to take down groups of troopers or knock villains off cliffs, or you are using your mind trick to stop enemies from having their abilities. Keeping all this in mind, I hope you understand how to play Obi-Wan just a little bit better. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe, or a comment, and may the Force be with you out there on the battlefront. Have a good one, everyone.